My name is Storm Glore, and I'm an associate professor in the College of Arts and Media, particularly in the Music and Entertainment Industry Studies Department, where I teach classes in music marketing, a class that could be labeled the future of the music business, and I oversee the internships as well. Are there legitimate managers in the Denver area? Well, the short answer is yes. There are plenty of great folks out there, in fact, looking for clients as I speak to you. However, one piece of advice I would offer in terms of finding these folks is that you should use a lot of time networking and talking to other artists, particularly those who might sound like you or have sort of the same audience as you, and particularly an artist that you see that seems to be running things very well and have a manager. There's a correlation probably there, and literally just ask them who's managing you. And their manager may have their plate full already, but these folks network with each other and they can let you know of a person who might be looking for an act like you. So the short answer is yes, they're out here in Denver and there's some great ones, and that's how I think you should pursue them. What are the most important things artists who are starting out today need to know about the music industry? Well, I could go on and on about it with an answer to that question, but one thing I would say that's very important is sort of a good news, bad news sort of response. The good news is your destiny is in your own hands. You can do so much now yourself. The bad news is your destiny is in your own hands. You can do so much more yourself now. So what I mean is that having all these tools available to you through the internet to promote your music, to connect with people, to network online, are available to everyone else. What that means is it's even more competitive. There are more and more folks who can record their own album at home and save those costs, who can have a great website and probably look better than an artist who makes great music but doesn't have a good website. So the key is you've got to be more and more educated than ever before in terms of the music business and how to go about things, the services that are out there, and your skills have to be so much better at networking, communicating, and all of those skills that come outside of just creating music. When signing any contract, should you get legal advice? Well, the short answer is yes, but I'll qualify that a little bit. But let me explain that it is so easy to sign a document that binds you to something you don't want to get yourself into, and there's a lot of shady contracts that can appear out there. And with that being said, you should seek legal advice whenever signing a contract. Now, you might ask about simpler contracts that are very basic and very straightforward, and the expense that comes with getting legal help. My answer there is that maybe you talk to people who have signed similar contracts, who are in your same boat. Rely on other bands and artists who may have entered into similar agreements. They might be good resources for exactly what you're getting into. But when push comes to shove, or when you really need to decide on signing an agreement or not, yes, you should seek legal help. And there's lots of folks out there who can help you. The next question is, how do you prioritize getting money for your products and seeking revenue for what you're doing versus just putting your music out and getting noticed by giving it away for free, for instance? My feeling on that is that actually in this day and age, we have the technology where you can actually build a relationship with folks, get them on your mailing list, communicate with them that you have a product out there. Maybe give away a free song from your next album. Maybe post a lot of videos of your live performance and give away that type of content early on. But the goal is to get people to get to know you. Then at some point, you'll have an album to sell. And hopefully, if you've developed a fan base by that time, the money will flow in. I don't want to say that it's something you can build and they'll show up to buy it, but it's more and more essential these days to build the relationship. Start communicating through your mailing list, through your social media with your fans, and then talk about how you're going to make money now that you've built this fan base. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't say that it is a lot about the content, and at the bottom line, make great music and the money will show up.